Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Students, welcome to Chandbagh School Physics Department. This is lecture number 10, and in lecture number 10 we are going to do the next two MCQs from the past paper. MCQ number 23, it states, which statement about light waves and sound waves is correct? Okay, we have to find the correct statement regarding light waves and sound waves. Option A, both light waves and sound waves show the Doppler effect. Yes, light waves as well as the sound waves exhibit Doppler effect, they undergo Doppler effect. This seems to be a feasible option and correct as well, but let us understand and analyze the next options as well. Option B, light waves can be diffracted but sound waves cannot be diffracted. No, this is incorrect option, because all the waves can be diffracted. It is the wave phenomenon. Diffraction is the wave phenomenon, so all waves exhibit diffraction. So option B cannot be correct. Option C, sound waves are transverse waves and light waves are longitudinal waves. No, sound waves are longitudinal waves whereas light waves are transverse waves. So option C is also incorrect. Option D, sound waves can travel in a vacuum but light waves cannot travel in a vacuum. No, this is the reverse argument. Light waves can travel in a vacuum whereas sound waves cannot travel in a vacuum. So this is also incorrect option. So we are left only with one option, that is option A. It means correct option is A. MCQ number 24. The diagram shows two waves R and S. Students, we have been given the graphs for wave R and wave S. This bigger one is the graph for wave R and this smaller is the graph or the diagram for wave S. Okay, we can understand and relate it with the question. Let us understand the question first. Wave R has an amplitude of 8 centimeter and a period of 30 millisecond. What are the amplitude and the period of wave S? Students, we have been provided with the amplitude of R and it is 8 centimeter. If the amplitude of R is 8 centimeter, it means that amplitude of wave S is going to be half of that. It means it is going to be 4. It is going to be 4. The amplitude of wave S is going to be 4. So according to this, option A and B are eliminated and we are left with option C and D. Now to determine whether wave S has period of 10 millisecond or 90 millisecond, we are going to analyze the next part of this question, that is the time period. We can see from the graph that and it has been told that wave R has a period of 30 millisecond. If wave R has a period of 30 millisecond, in the same time wave S, number of waves being completed by S are 3 cycles. It means that we can divide 30 by 3. It will give us 10 millisecond and this is going to be the amplitude at the time for the completion of one wave for S. So it means that option C is going to be correct. Okay students, if you still have any problem regarding these two MCQs, you can contact me on WhatsApp. Okay, thank you. Allah Hafiz.